What is going on, guys? DBG here, and today we're going to be talking about the market, lads. We're going to be talking about the MyTEAM market and what is probably going to happen with these new packs. So, I was going to make a completely different video. So, I went and bought, I bought a player. I bought a player in my last video. Obviously, it was AK. Cheapies, I was like, oh crap, because I thought CP3 was the headliner. I thought there was only going to be 2 opals, so I was like really worried that the prices of cards are going to skyrocket. But I don't think they're going to skyrocket, but I also do think they're going to start. I think the constant market crashing is going to stop. So again, if you guys can see right here, the cards we're getting are Lin, Embiid, CP3, and Jordan. Like, look, they're going to be good cards. But when we compare that to last week, when we compare that to free Jason Tatum, 6 free pink diamonds, or Giannis Antetokounmpo, Anthony Davis, Ja Morant, and LaMelo Ball. Like, there is no comparison. Like, last week might be the greatest day of content for January we've ever seen in my... Like, outside of, like, freaking Gauntlet Spotlight Sims, it might have been, or even Triple Threat Spotlight Sims, it might have been one of the greatest days of content we've ever seen. So, last week was just stupid. It was stupid how good the content was. And this week is clearly just back to normal. Although, I think this will be a decent enough batch of cards. Like, I don't see it being too bad. But there are a lot of cards that I personally believe, like, they're not really gonna keep going up. So, cards, like, if you guys are looking, I assume all my buddy healed so, because I did put them quite cheap. So, my 3 buddy healed so, and you guys saw I bought Kurolenko. So, for example, Kurolenko's still going to be sought over, and then as time goes on, the supply is going to slightly drop on AK. So, you're seeing AK, he was down like 42k. And I can probably see Andre Kurolenko's pink diamond card. I can see him probably going back in the next 4 or 5 days of the weekend. I could see him going back to like above 50. So I don't think the market's going to like shoot up. So some people are saying, oh no, because the market is going to like completely shoot up. Oh, that they were really glad that they held on to their team. I don't think you're going to make a significant amount of money. But as you can see, I bought my Andre Kurolenko for 44k. Like, the guy's already gone up a couple of thousand FT, and that's before the packs even come out. So unless there are these like god tier cards in the pink diamond tier that we haven't seen, which is highly unlikely, to be completely honest, it is highly unlikely, the market is going to creep back upwards. Because again, as we always say, the market is just supply and demand at the end of the day. But before we get any further, if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. We are trying to hit 280,000 subscribers by the end of the month. Where realistically, if we want any chance, we're going to have to be like by the end of the weekend on like 800. So we're going to need like 400 subscribers by the end of the weekend. It's going to be probably not possible, but you just never know. You just never know. So, yeah, that is essentially it when it comes to the market. So, certain cards, a lot of people might be saying, oh, certain cards are going to just spike in price. I really don't think so. Because a lot of the cards, there's still the supply and demand issue. So, yes, the supply lowers when there's no real cards. Because we remember a while ago in Season 3, when 2K weren't really releasing any cards in Season 3, the prices of cards all went up. But the thing is, 2K are releasing cards. We're getting good Tuesday batches. We're getting good Friday batches. So I don't see we see like the prices hitting the floor straight away. Or sorry, prices going to the moon straight away, because it takes a prolonged down period in order to completely spike, to make prices go way up. Again, like, because we didn't get extended for ages, the Kemba at one stage went from, I think it was about 150k to 400k, because we just didn't get a center for a while. I just don't think that's going to happen. The only cards that I can really see going up in price, I actually can't see any. If we're looking at a card that we may not get an alternative for quite a while, in game, it's a Kristaps. There is no alternative to Kristaps. There's no center, in my opinion, it's even close. You're looking at Kristaps. He was down below 40k. You're looking probably about 45, 50k for him now. So, but the thing is, the supply of Kristaps is so big. There are so many Porzingis on the market that, like, again, 47k. The guy's cheap. The guy's cheap. There are so many of them on the market that he's not. It's going to be so long before he becomes rare. He's one of those lower tier players. So even if he ends up going up in price, he's going to creep up in price. He's not going to shoot up in price. So no matter what 2K release, yes, release tomorrow. Sorry, it's not gonna completely change the price of like a Porzingis. For me, anyway, I just bought AK because I'm like, look, I'm gonna try him out. If I like him, I like him. If I don't, I can sell him back in on Sunday probably for 10,000 more. I bought mine for 45. I reckon he might go up to like 50, 55k by Sunday, and that's gonna be like maybe where he peaks at, because again, when we see prices going up, it's because of prolonged periods. So, for example, if we saw nothing of note on Tuesday, like no good cards on Tuesday, and then next Friday was a terrible batch of cards, then all of a sudden the price of cards would go up. They would. Problem is that Tuesday is going to be moment of the month, and while it's probably going to be OPAL Jokic, who's not going to be great as the reward, there's bound to be, in terms of the pink diamonds, at least 2 to 3 really good pink diamonds. And diamonds, like when we look at the other one, we had DeAndre, and we had Ben Gordon, we had Larry Hughes, so there's always going to be a couple. Even though the grind is going to be very long for them, there's always going to be a couple. So because 2K are kind of keeping quite a bit up to date with content, it does seem like, it really does seem like we'll be okay. You'll be okay in terms of the market. So if you're thinking, oh crap, I don't want to buy, I don't want to sell any of my cards now because they're going to shoot up in price, I don't think that's going to be the case. I think they're going to probably creep up. I'm maybe raised by 10%, which in the grand scheme of things isn't the most. I think in terms of opals and stuff, I don't think they're going to change in price at all, really, because they're all, like, they've always been quite high. And I also think in terms of, well, a lot of the other cards, the pink diamond and stuff, that they're going to go up by so little that it's not really, like, I know a lot of people are just investing in a ton of cards right now and saying, oh, prices are going to go up because this pack isn't great. But at the end of the day, this might be one of the better packs. Just last week was so good. Like, you can't compare it to last week. Like, this is not maxed out, by the way. Like, a lot of people are saying, oh, this is going to be like when 2K released maxed out. I'm like, no, it's not. This is going to be like when 2K released Iced Out. Iced Out 2. When we had a really decent Bosch card, we had a really good Dishinger card, we had a not great Beal card, but we had a couple of good cards. The market didn't go up during Iced Out 2, but it did not go down. It was the only reason. Actually, no, it did slightly go down because of moments of the month, but it didn't go, it would not have gone up. And like, even the first Iced Out, which was not a great set, the market didn't really go up too much from that. Because, like, we haven't seen any bum sets. 2K got rid of the Idols collection, which had historically just been scrubs in the set. I don't know why, but it was really cool in 2K20, in 2K19. The start of 2K20 was cool, but as the year goes on, Idols is really not I don't know what it is. Maybe it's not new card art. It's just something like that doesn't really bring the same hype, and it doesn't have like glitch cards like Flash. It's kind of like Signature Series. It doesn't quite bring the same hype anymore. But yeah, that is essentially it. In terms of the market, it's not going to go down. The market is by no means going to go down. I can guarantee you that you're not going to be seeing cards cheaper. Maybe you might see them when cards first come out in packs. A lot of people are looking for Jordan, especially if Jordan comes out like quick or shifty. But unless there's like an amethyst glitch card that is comp level, or a stupidly good diamond card, I don't see the prices really change that much. Like, a Lin's not gonna move the needle. Neither is a CP3. Honestly, neither is an Embiid. If Embiid is better than Porzingis, and that's a big if, it's only going to be slightly. And then a lot of other things. And like Jordan, again, if Jordan is better than Clay, it'll only be slightly. And again, that's a big if. So yeah, that is pretty much it. So again, I make these videos every single week when we look at the what's coming in the promo, and just in general what it means for the game in terms of the market, in terms of what's going to go up, what's going to go down. And most of the time a really good, you can tell before a really good promo which will crash the market, because again, you know, if it's a promo, if there are guaranteed packs, you're going to see a bunch of them. Flash packs are not guaranteed as well, so flash packs will never crash the market. You might slightly lower it, but flash packs will never crash it like it did last week. But flashbacks we're more likely to see a raise in price than we do a drop. But I think the market is going to probably stabilize for next week. I don't expect it to go down at all on Friday. And depending on the moments of the month, if the moments of the month aren't good on Tuesday and Friday's packs are bad, we might see for the first time in a while, like a short-term spike in the market in price of cards. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.